and Tracy McLeod and Ruby Ann McLeod to the stage to deliver the Welcome to Country.
Welcome. My name is Ruby Ann McLeod. I'm a Western Waka descendant from this beautiful country. Both my gran and great-gran grew up here. They both loved the Carnival flowers that has been a part of Toowoomba's history since 1950. I'm honoured to welcome you to this country on behalf of my elders, both past and present. Please enjoy the Carnival of Flowers in peace.
Going in an army, that's my daughter's first welcome to country ever done. Welcome. This is my mum and my grandmother's favourite part of the spring. I remember as a little girl always sitting down there with my grandmother. Now I have the opportunity to sit with my daughter and show her what Toowoomba has to offer. Have a great day and welcome. Going in an army, we never say goodbye. It's always see you around.
Thank you very much to Tracy and Ruby Ann McLeod. What a way for the first time to do it here with us for our Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers. So ladies and gentlemen, before we commence the 76th edition of the Grand Central Floral Parade, I would like to acknowledge our special guests that are here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, a very big warm welcome to the Mayor of the Toowoomba Regional Council, Mayor Jeff McDonald. I'd like to say a very good morning and welcome to Lieutenant General Simon Stewart, AO, DSC, Chief of Army. A very good morning to Major General Robert Watson, CSC, COMD Cyber Command. Brigadier Dean Limmer, CSM Head of Corps. And ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and welcome to the Garden City, the Honourable David Crisafulli, MP, Premier of Queensland. A very big welcome to the Honourable David Janetsky, MP, Treasurer, Minister for Energy and Minister for Home Ownership and Member for Toowoomba South. A very good morning and welcome along to the Honourable Pat Weir, MP, Speaker of the Legislative Assembly and Member for Condamine. A very good morning extended to Trevor Watts MP, Assistant Minister to the Premier for Cabinet and South West Queensland and Member for Toowoomba North. A very good morning and welcome to the Honourable Corinne Mulholland MP, Senator for Queensland. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to acknowledge our visiting mayors that have made the trip to be with us here today. To Mayor Lawrence Springborg of the Goondiwindi Regional Council. Mayor Jason Wendt of the Somerset Regional Council. Mayor Joss Mitchell from the Redlands City Council. Mayor Tanya Milligan from the Lockyer Valley Regional Council. And Mayor Sean Zorro Radnage of the Mirway Shire Council. And also, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and welcome along to our Toowoomba Regional Councillors. To Deputy Mayor, Councillor Rebecca Von Hoff. To Councillor Melissa Taylor. To Councillor Kerry Shine. Councillor Tim McMahon. Councillor Bill Carl. Councillor Carol Taylor. Councillor Edwina Farquhar. And Councillor Trevor Manteifel. And ladies and gentlemen, apologies from Councillor Gary Gardner, who is unable to be with us here today. So ladies and gentlemen, each year there is a theme which is created for the Grand Central Floral Parade. And this year, the theme is Floral Frenzy. So to help celebrate our iconic event's 76th birthday, we are so excited to have you all with us here to join in the party. The Grand Central Floral Parade has such a rich history, dating right back to the very first parade on the 21st of October in 1950. Grand Central has been a valued partner for this event for over 29 years. We greatly value the tremendous support of this iconic flagship event within the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers program of events. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome the Grand Central Floral Parade major partner to the stage, Tracy Ford, ladies and gentlemen, the Centre Manager of Grand Central.
Thank you, James. Welcome to another fantastic day for the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers. I'm very sure the sun's going to poke through at some stage. Grand Central is very proud to again be the naming sponsor of this wonderful parade for our 29th year. I want to welcome and thank all the wonderful volunteers without whom the parade would not be possible, and to my team at Grand Central for all that you do to make this day a wonderful experience and the amount of work that you put in. Last but not least, you the public for coming along, even in the rain, to see the Grand Central Floral Parade. Grand Central remains very grateful for the tremendous support the community gives the centre, and we're excited to see the hard work from each organisation in their display today. We welcome you all back to Grand Central for the parade after party. We have markets, live music, plenty of performances all afternoon. We hope to see you there, and let's get this parade started. Thank you.
Thanks very much to Tracy. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Grand Central, a great valued partner here of our floral parade. And don't forget the after party there that you can head along to at Grand Central Shopping Centre. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite to the microphone for a welcome to the Mayor, Jeff McDonald.
Oh, good on you. Folks, can we give Councillor James O'Shea a big round of applause for all that he's doing and all he's done? To my fellow councillors, to all of those that James mentioned, and a particular welcome today to the Premier of Queensland, David Crisafulli. Thank you, Premier, for being with us today. We do appreciate it, and we thank the government for the partnership that we have with Toowoomba Regional Council and the Crisafulli government. Today is extra special. We've just witnessed the 7th Signal Regiment freedom of entry to the city, and I acknowledge all of those who've taken part in that. We have a steep history and a very proud history of military in our region, and the 7th Signal are certainly a big part of that. Today is a special day for all of those who put the effort in to bring together the Grand Central Floral Parade. And I thank Tracy and Grand Central for their support over many years, almost 3 decades now, where Grand Central have supported the Floral Parade at the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers. This is the 76th Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers, and it is nothing without all of you. Everyone who comes along, the visitors year and year, some who've been coming for multiple decades to the Carnival of Flowers, we thank you. On behalf of our 36 towns, the largest inland city outside of the capital in Australia, Toowoomba, we thank you. You are in the Toowoomba region, a place where ambition meets opportunity. Let's get this party started.
Thank you very much to Mayor Jeff McDonald. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Mayor said it quite well. So, let's get this floral frenzy started for the Grand Central Floral Parade. So I'd like to invite forward the Premier of Queensland, David Crisafulli, Mayor Jeff McDonald and Tracy Ford of Grand Central to step out. So we're going to cut the ribbon to mark the official opening, and also joining them, we have 2 of our wonderful youth leaders within the Toowoomba Regional Council. Give them a big round of applause. Sienna Butler and Eamon Pickering, ladies and gentlemen. So they have the honour of holding the ribbon, which we will be set to cut. So we are just moments away from the first floats that will be through our city, so for our 76th edition of the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers. So again, a massive weekend as a part of our iconic event. So ladies and gentlemen, we do need your voice when we start to see the first of our floats that's about to arrive. We will have a big countdown to welcome them here. So you'll see all of the floats coming through. And as the Mayor said, thank you so much to all of you for turning out today. Certainly, it can't rain on our parade. This is one that has been running for 76 years, ladies and gentlemen. So a strong tradition right back to 1950 when it kicked off, October 21. 50,000 people lined the streets for the very first Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers Parade. And here we are today for the 76th edition. So a tradition that has continued, and a tradition that means so much to so many people right across our region. Everybody has their own piece of history or their own memorabilia when it comes to this incredible event. You've either been a part of the event, you've been a spectator in the event, or you've been involved in creating one of the floats. Everybody has their own special memory of this incredible event. So it's great to be here today to celebrate it. So again, we will see all of the colour, we'll see all of the culture, all of the creativity of so many right across our community that have spent hours, they've spent weeks, they've spent months preparing their floats to showcase a floral frenzy of their particular organisation. So make sure you do give them a big cheer as they do come through. And don't forget as well, a number of other great events that are occurring right across the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers. At the end of the parade, we will have the awarding of all of those that have picked up prizes in this year's parade. So make sure you pick out your favourite, and we will have the announcement of that in Queen's Park at the end of the parade. And of course, we have Sideshow Ali down there as well. Of course, all of the gardens are open and ready for you to see. There's 40 million petals, ladies and gentlemen, out there and about. They're enjoying the rain, so make sure you go out and play in the petals at this Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so as the bell tolls, we might cut this ribbon. So let's give them a big countdown to our team here to kick off the 76th Grand Central Floral Parade. Ladies and gentlemen, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get this floral frenzy started, ladies and gentlemen. And in a few moments, I'll hand over to our ABC Southern Queensland team. So they'll take you through the parade. But again, we're just waiting our first floats. And again, they've spent much time preparing, as I said, and it is a real showcase of community spirit. This iconic event that's been running since 1950 has become a tradition that is known right across the world. And we talk about rich traditions and bold ambitions for something that started as a parade. And Essex Tate, who made the announcement of the very first floral parade back in 1949, that it would be in 1950, and it was about a showcase of our garden city image and also an economic boost to the business community post the hardships of war. And ladies and gentlemen, we move through until this year, and again, the origins of this iconic event remain. It is about celebrating our garden city image. There's 40 million petals out there for people to go and see. So whether it's the carnival gardeners, we have our private gardeners through the Chronicle Open Gardens competition, the exhibition gardens, they are all there for you to go and experience, because it is the power of the flower that brings so many people to our wonderful city. And again, this parade, as I said, with history dating right back until 1950, where the very first parade saw 50,000 people line the streets, and it's a tradition that has continued until today. So we say thank you to you for coming out. Thank you to you for braving the weather. Thank you to you for showing your thanks and appreciation for those that have been a part of this parade. It's only ever been cancelled twice across those 76 years, back in 2005, so actually 20 years ago, due to gale force winds. And of course, during the COVID year, where we still had the running of the itty bitty floral parade. So, ladies and gentlemen, so again, in all conditions, it showcases here, as I said before, no rain or no weather can certainly dampen the parade and the spirit of this particular community. So thank you for coming out. And as we said, the first float will be here any moment now as we get set for the big event. Don't forget that after-party event that's been held by Grand Central, so you can head across there after the parade. But of course as well, so many of our other community events, so 80 different community events right across our region. And as I said, we do encourage you to head across to our public gardens. And when you do, and you see any of the local gardeners there, the Toowoomba Regional Council gardening team, be sure to say thank you to them for what they have done and the amazing effort they have put in, because they too are a part of our community, and it's their joy to produce our city looking the way that it does, our region the way that it looks at this time of the year. And of course all of those private gardens that were a part of the Chronicle Open Gardens competition, the exhibition gardens, raising money for charity, so you can head along and support those. They are looking to take their tally to $1 million this year, and they are just some 35,000 away, so you can go along to those gardens and you will be supporting charity as they've raised almost $1 million. But ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the 76th edition of the Grand Central Floral Parade. So it'll start right here in front of City Hall and wind its way through to completion at the Godsall Street section there of Queen's Park. And from there we will have the announcement of all of the winning floats. So stick around for that as well. But make sure you pick your favourite. Hope you've got an umbrella out there. Try and stay under cover as best that you can, because it's a privilege that some of our floats probably won't have this year. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are just a few moments away from it. But we do hope that you do enjoy the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers this year. Again, another massive event that has been put together, and it's made what it is by those within our community that support it. The Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers is made of so many different volunteers that put in time to ensure that their particular community event shines the brightest at this time of year for the joy of so many visitors. Last year we had over 470,000 visitors that visited the Toowoomba region across the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers period, an economic injection of over 29 million. So again, the event is significant to our local economy, and it is also wonderful to showcase the beautiful Garden City, rain, hail or shine. To all of our visitors, we welcome you to the Garden City wherever you may be visiting us from. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after much anticipation, we are set. The first float's about to wind its way through here towards City Hall. So come on, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise as we get set for the 76th edition of the Grand Central Floral Parade. And I'll hand over to the incredible team from ABC Southern Queensland.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jenny Woodward from ABC TV in Brisbane, and with me I have...
I'm Dan McRae from ABC Southern Queensland.
And it's great to be here today. I'm sorry I didn't bring you better weather, but can I tell you, this is the first time I think that we have had rain on our parade, but I'm sure that that won't dampen people's spirits because it is a gorgeous parade that we're going to see. People have been working so hard, and I can't wait to see what will come in front of us. I think I've been comparing this parade from about 20 years, maybe 25 years. So there's always fabulous things to see, and you can see all of the enthusiasm and the joy that this parade brings to not only the participants but all the people watching. And thanks for coming out. It's not the best day, but you know, it could be worse, so let's not worry about that too much. Certainly, you know, as we all know, this has been supported by Grand Central, and without their support, the parade wouldn't be as wonderful as it is. It's amazing to think that when I was a child, we would come and watch the parade, and it was such an exciting time of year when Carnival was on. We didn't have the big parades that we have now, but certainly there was a little street party that was very exciting to come downtown at night and watch the entertainment. So the Carnival holds a really warm place in my heart. Are you a local person, Dan?
Look, I have to admit, I'm now a local, but this is my first parade here.
Wow.
I'm from the Gympie region. We don't have a parade like this, I have to be honest. I'm very jealous of everybody who got to grow up in Toowoomba and see this parade. I saw lots of young faces in the crowd as well. It's going to be their first parade as well as mine, so I'm just as excited as them.
Fantastic. And let's give a big round of applause to the Queensland Police Services on their gorgeous horses there, leading the parade. And of course, all of our police are doing a fantastic job today, just corralling people and making sure everyone's safe. And a big thank you, of course, to the Army for their amazing parade earlier.
And here comes the Kia Highway Patrol car with the Queensland Police Service. Probably the best way to see that one rolling around the streets.
And of course, our first opening float, Grand Central, very proud to be the parade sponsor for the 29th consecutive year. That is a blooming milestone. Grand Central Floral Parade is a cherished tradition that brings locals and visitors together to celebrate the beauty of spring and the spirit of Toowoomba. Now this year, of course, the float embraces the floral frenzy theme with Petal Park. It's a vibrant display of inflatable florals and playful springtime energy. It's bursting with colour, and it's just a taste of what's happening at Grand Central throughout the school holidays.
And just behind the Grand Central opener there, the Toowoomba Caledonian Society Pipe Band. They were formed 155 years ago in 1870, making it the oldest Scottish society in the Southern Hemisphere. Today, the band is proudly led by Pipe Major Darry Thompson, Drum Major Emily Keys and Drum Sergeant Lance Andrews. The band successfully competes and performs across Queensland and New South Wales. They welcome new members, both experienced players and learners alike, and they can be contacted via Facebook.
And I'm so impressed. Playing in the rain, I bet that's a whole added difficulty to the whole event.
I'm just watching the drops bounce off those drums. Incredible.
And now we have the fantastic float from Grand Central Petal Park with those beautiful inflatables and lots of colour. So visit Grand Central in the holidays. There'll be heaps of things to do.
And some bubbles and suds to go along with our rain.
Yes. I love those suds. And now welcome to the Australian champion town crier, Kevin Cowarth. Now Kevin has been awarded for the loudest cry. Hello, hello. His cry is as loud as a chainsaw. And he's been seen on the award-winning Logie show, The Cheap Seats.
Now here comes the float, entered by Salem Aged Care Lutheran Services. Salem Aged Care, operated by Lutheran Services, has been a part of the Toowoomba community since 1935, making it one of the city's earliest aged care providers and the very first established by Lutheran Services in Queensland. This year, Salem is proudly celebrating 90 years of care, community and well-being. Home to 87 residents, Salem provides warm, person-centred support where friendships flourish and individuality is celebrated.
And I love they've got the floral 90 on top of the celebratory cake there. And our dragonfly operator is going to be pretty busy throughout the parade.
To mark the milestone, Salem is joining the Grand Central Floral Parade for the very first time. Residents have been hands-on in creating today's float.
And it looks gorgeous too. Coming up next, we've got the Toowoomba Sri Lankan Association, established here in Toowoomba in 2012. It's a vibrant not-for-profit group that's been making a lasting impact on the community for more than a decade. They organise group blood donations to support vulnerable communities. They donate reading glasses to those in need back in Sri Lanka. So their spirit of giving truly knows no borders. And they're no strangers to the Carnival parade either. Many of you will remember their colourful traditional dance from 2 years ago, and of course the mouth-watering food stall that has become a favourite at the Multicultural Food Festival every year. Their float has a special message saying, "Come visit Sri Lanka."
And here comes Dave and the Mudcrabs. Indie rock band Dave and the Mudcrabs are stoked to be returning to the Grand Central Floral Parade, combining their love of the floral parade with the original live music and a larrikin spirit. The five-piece Brisbane band are celebrating the recent release of their third extended play, Substation Number 4, an unassuming collection of songs about the inevitability of change.
And we've got some hot chilies coming past. Tomorrow is the 10-year anniversary of the Murphy's Creek Chili Carnival. Now, of course, this features chilies, crafts, cakes, and entry just $2 a person. You can enjoy live music, eating competitions, food trucks, and hundreds of free samples. So, to keep your cool, not everything is hot, and the charity event is something for everyone. So you can celebrate tomorrow from 10 till 3.
And here comes the Harlexton Neighbourhood Centre. Harlexton Neighbourhood Centre provides access to the necessities of life and necessities to experience quality life opportunities in a thriving and supportive community for all residents in Harlexton and the surrounding area. They provide emergency support in areas of food parcels, fruit and vegetable boxes, and other emergency relief and assistance.
And we've got the Nepalese Association of Toowoomba closely following. They were established in 2013 and they've been actively engaged in various community events and activities across the region. Now, throughout the year, the association organises a range of Nepalese festivals, bringing people together to celebrate culture, heritage and unity. They're braving the weather there and they're they're still smiling, which is great to see. The association plays an important role in creating a welcoming environment for newcomers, helping them integrate and giving them a sense of belonging. Of course, one of their most cherished events is the Grand Central Floral Parade. It gives them a vibrant platform to connect with different communities and to celebrate multiculturalism.
And here comes a big one. The Queensland State Emergency Services is celebrating 50 years of dedicated service. The SES is the backbone of disaster response in Queensland, providing vital assistance during floods, storms and other emergencies. From clearing fallen trees to rescuing stranded residents, SES volunteers are always ready to lend a hand when it's needed most. They have volunteers scattered around the parade today, providing crowd support, so make sure you say hi when you see someone in their orange. Their commitment to keeping our community safe is truly inspiring.
Give them a big round of applause.
The platypus looks like the happiest one here.
And don't forget, after the parade, at 12 noon, there's free entertainment at Grand Central, giveaways, markets and more. So the floral farm doesn't finish with the finish line. And a big thank you too to Parade supporter St Andrews Toowoomba, experts in heart attack care. So if you or a family member has chest pain, racing heart or slowing, head to Toowoomba's only emergency heart centre at St Andrews. No referral needed. We've got our beautiful pot walkers coming through. And the fantastic Emily Pipes and Drums, formed in 1990. They embody the enduring spirit of Ireland in the heart of the Royal Australian Air Force. They celebrate Emily and the band was established from harmony, discipline and morale among service personnel, veterans and the wider community.
And there's Everdance Studio. Everdance Studio is a local dance group based in Toowoomba and Highfields who specialise in modern dance from ages 2 and above. They offer fun and supportive environment to learn to dance while meeting new friends, keeping fit and building their dance portfolio.
Now we've got the Darling Downs Radio Club coming through, and this is the very first time that they've been in a carnival parade, so give them a warm welcome and a round of applause. It's a big effort to come out, and we really appreciate them adding to the community. The Amateur Radio Operators Club's been going for 40 years across the Downs, and it's a hobby that dates back to the 1890s.
Hi guys, thanks for coming.
Amateur radio operators or hams use voice, computer, digital encoding and even Morse code, and they're always experimenting with new ways of connecting. Check out their website if you want to find out more information.
And here comes some heavy duty equipment, Hastings Deering. Hastings Deering has proudly called Toowoomba home since 1965, supporting essential industries like agriculture, energy, mining and construction. With nearly 200 local employees, they strengthen the economy, create jobs and support customers across the region. Beyond machinery, Hastings Deering invests in people through apprenticeships and their graduate programs with safety, sustainability and community at the core of everything they do. This year, they're also celebrating Caterpillar's 100-year milestone, a century of powering progress.
And I love that they've got matching ponchos in yellow. That was a good find.
They thought of everything, clearly.
They have. They've got it all covered. And of course, St Andrews Hospital does great breast care. So if you want to have some mammograms done or ultrasounds, St Andrews Hospital is also a great place to have that treated. Coming through now, we've got the Toowoomba Metropolitan Rotary Club and also Toowoomba City. They've joined forces this year to create a stunning float for the Grand Central Floral Parade, showcasing not just our city beauty, but the power of community spirit. Of course, they're involved actively throughout the year with see them at Bunnings, at the barbecues. They always lend a hand to other community groups, and they're always there to roll up their sleeves and help out.
And you won't dampen these guys' spirits. It's Pinnacle Performing Arts. Please welcome Pinnacle Performing Arts, a boutique dance and performing arts studio with locations in Toowoomba, Clifton, and the Glennie School. Pinnacle offers dynamic classes in dance, acrobatics, aerial arts, and musical theatre for students aged 2 through to adults. At Pinnacle, everything is guided by the values of belonging, growth, and fun. They are proud to provide a safe and inclusive space where students can express themselves, build confidence, and thrive as both performers and people. This year, Pinnacle's celebrating 6 incredible years with major highlights, including a team trip to compete internationally in Hawaii, where they brought home multiple top 3 placings.
Now, what's this I see coming up? Looks like a fantastic display, and it's from the PNG Association of Southern Queensland, Toowoomba. And they're celebrating, of course, the 50th anniversary of independence from Australia. That happened back in 1975. They've got bamboo, timber, palm leaves, and a floral float featuring a traditional training maneuver called a lakatoi, and of course their national crest, the bird of paradise. It's a beautiful looking thing. On the float, accompanied by the 2025 Kirihana Moe Queen and the former Miss PNG and Miss South Pacific. And they've travelled all the way from PNG with their cultural dances. So this is a great opportunity to bring awareness of the historic relationship between Australia and PNG and celebrating in our Grand Central Floral Parade. What a special thing to have them with us here this year.
Brilliant, and here comes the Oakey Chamber of Commerce. The Oakey Chamber of Commerce proudly supports the thriving Oakey community. Their hope as an organisation is to bring together the people of Oakey to encourage networking and support local. In collaboration with the Oakey State High and several other town-proud groups, the Chamber showcases what makes Oakey great.
Beautiful float. And everyone's still smiling, even though they're a little damp. Great to see you've got your ponchos on. Umbrellas at the ready. I have to say, I did mention that we might need umbrellas for the parade this year.
Yes, and we certainly do. I've just noticed on the Oakey float there, they've got little bees amongst the gardens, so it's good to see it's being pollinated as we speak.
Excellent. Coming up now, we've got the Ignite Dance Company, a local studio offering dance lessons for all ages from 1 to 1.5 years, sorry, all the way through to adults. That's a tiny person to be dancing. How fantastic. They've got locations in Toowoomba and Westbrook, and they have a wide range of styles that they offer: hip-hop, contemporary, jazz, tap, ballet, music theatre, and acrobatics. And of course they cater to recreational dancers and those looking to join performance teams. They're passionate about delivering high-quality dance education in a fun, supportive, inclusive environment. And they're very excited to be sharing their love of dance today in the community and on the Grand Central Floral Parade. At least they'll be keeping warm as they're jumping around and doing their routines. There are some tiny tots in the team as well. And they know the routines very well. Great sparkly outfits. Love a bit of pizzazz in the parade.
Yeah, there's not a foot out of step there, that's brilliant.
Coming up now, our pages are sticking together in the rain, folks.
This is the Toowoomba Regional Council float. Roll out the pedals and cue the confetti. It's time to celebrate the 76th Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers. From the lush gardens to the lively streets, our city is bursting with colour, joy and community spirit. It says here the sun is shining. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to change that a little bit. The sun is hiding, but we're all smiling and the flowers are flaunting their finest and the Grand Central Floral Parade is in full bloom. This year's float is a tribute to everything that makes Toowoomba bloom, our parks, our people, and our passion for petals.
Coming up now, we've got the Filipino Australia Business Industries and Communities Council of Queensland. So get ready to welcome them on their fabulous float. Vibrant floral showcases the rich culture and spirit of the Filipino community, accompanied by their enthusiastic community walkers. We can hear you. Give us a cheer. They're dedicated members. They come from all over Queensland, from Brisbane, Gold Coast, Stanthorpe, Warwick, of course Toowoomba, and also out of Gundawindi.
Definitely one of the more vocal processions we've had so far.
That's right. Fabulous costumes, ladies. I'm loving them. Of course, they take great pride in their Filipino culture, and it's great to see them here today.
And speaking of pride, here comes the Queensland Council for LGBTI Health. Marching proudly today are Two Spirits and the Queensland Council for LGBTI Health, health and wellbeing organisations, and they've been working for over 40 years to ensure our lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, intersex, queer, sister girl and brother boy community members are healthy, connected and respected. In keeping with this year's theme, Floral Frenzy, their float blooms with colour and pride, symbolising growth, resilience and the many diverse identities that make up our communities.
Coming up now, we've got the Falun Gong community, and this is their marching band, the Toowoomba marching band, brass and woodwind band, formed by musicians who also practice Falun Gong Dharma. It's a cultivation practice, and people around the world, millions of them, are devotees. It's guided by the principles of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. There are 5 sets of exercise, and they are easy to learn.
And here's the Alpha Phi Omega. Is more than just an organisation, it's a movement, a family, and a lifelong commitment to the ideas of leadership, friendship, and service. The essence of Alpha Phi Omega is dedication to service, from community outreach programs and relief operations to educational initiatives and environmental efforts. It's deeds that reflect the spirit of compassion and a desire to serve with humility and purpose.
The 2nd 15th Australian Infantry Battalion Reenacting Group was formed in Toowoomba in 2024, and along with the Australian Women's Army Service, they're portraying this reenacting group to endeavour to educate the community about the history and significance of the units and those who served in World War II. In 1940, the 2nd 15th Battalion was formed in Redbank from men across Queensland, including Toowoomba. They served in Australia and overseas during World War II, and this year marks the 80th year since the end of the war in the Pacific. And if you look, you'll see some beautiful knitted poppies on the float, and they were kindly knitted and donated by a group of ladies in Australia and New Zealand.
And spare a thought for that soldier's clutch foot there in that old Willys Jeep. I'm sure it's getting a workout in the parade.
I'm sure it is. And a big thank you to the Floral Frenzy being organised by Grand Central Petal Park. And be sure to join in the free sunglasses decorating sessions. They're going to be a big hit. This is the Newlands Group, proud local family-owned business, soon to celebrate an incredible 25 years of service. And I can see that they're wearing the Trade Mutt t-shirts and shirts. They are arriving here in a 1924 Republic truck, and they're here to showcase the excellence in construction, both civil and commercial construction. They offer complete end-to-end services from concept and design right through to project completion. But their work goes beyond the bricks and mortar. It's about shaping and enriching communities, creating spaces where people live, work and connect, and building opportunities that last for generations. So congratulations to the Newlands Group, 25 years.
And here is the Toowoomba Interfaith Working Group. The Toowoomba Interfaith Working Group was formed in 2016 when 7 denominations. Today, it's represented by 27 denominations from different beliefs and practices. Its primary aim is to work together to promote peace in our city and the region. The group meets the first Wednesday of every month in Pure Land to discuss activities and programs that can enhance a better understanding of the diversity of religions and cultures in our city.
Now we've got the Darling Downs Girl Guides. Hello, give us a cheer, girls. Of course, we all know it's a worldwide youth movement providing opportunity and fun and friendship. And they're followed closely by St Ursula's College. Of course, this is a college that's had a long history in Toowoomba. And of course, they're deeply committed to community, whether it's through service leadership or simply lending a hand. Their students strive to make a positive impact every day. And they're proudly celebrating their boarding community, where students from across Queensland and beyond learn to live, learn and thrive. It's more than just a place to stay, it's a home filled with friendship, support and unforgettable memories. So it's lovely to have you in the parade, girls. Give us a big cheer.
I like the attention to detail in the cup full of flowers up there. That looks to me like a native Australian bee on top and not a European honeybee. So we love a native bee.
We've got the thumbs up there, so we know we're on the right track.
And here comes Blue Rhythmics. Here are the dancers from Blue Rhythmics in Highfield celebrating their 50th year of dance. They look fantastic, all dressed as dragonflies and flowers. These dancers learn jazz, tap, ballet, hip-hop, contemporary and acro dance. Congratulations on your 50th anniversary, Blue Rhythmics.
Along now, we've got Totally Workwear Toowoomba, a local store offering quality, safety and workwear clothing at a competitive price. They're supporting the community for over 20 years, partnering with well-known brands like King G, Hard Yakka, FXD, Blundstone and more. They also offer embroidery and screen printing services, and they support lots of local community groups. And the Toowoomba Regional Council extends its sincere thanks to Grand Central for their partnership towards the Carnival of Flowers and the Grand Central Floral Parade. Don't forget the fun frenzy going today after the parade. Free entertainment, lots of markets, giveaways and more.
And here comes Wilsonton Community Carols and New Year's Eve fireworks. They're part of Tony's Community Limited. There they go, Tony's Community celebrating Christmas and New Year's early. They wish to thank Motor Mecca for providing the utility vehicle they're on today. Tony's Community has been hosting the Wilsonton Community Carols and on Captain Cook Oval for 23 years and can't wait to do it again on December 19 with market stalls, food vans, free entertainment and rides. So, if you've got your calendar on you, mark down December 19.
Good idea. We've all got calendars in our phones these days, so it's easy to do.
Good point.
And just a reminder, Pedal Park will be in full swing at Grand Central this school holidays. You can join in, there's free craft and springtime games, and beat that holiday boredom. I think you could probably leave the kids and maybe do a bit of shopping. Sounds like a good plan to me. And now we've got the Toowoomba Tamil Association. They are one of the world's oldest living classical languages, and they're proud to speak Tamil. They were established in 2021. They bring together people from many different countries and religions, all united by this beautiful language and culture. Tamil is not just spoken, it's celebrated through vibrant colours, fragrant flowers, joyful music, graceful dance, lively folk dance and timeless literature. In Tamil literature, the dragonfly, known as the Tumbi or the Tata, is cherished as a symbol of transient beauty of life, prosperity and transformation. Coming up now, we've got Paprika Spice Rack. Wonderful local organisation and store. They're a collective of elective souls, each person bringing their own story, perspective and spark. Some say they're fiery, some are gentle, some sweet, some bold, but together they create something richer than one ingredient could on its own.
And you can hear them cutting. Here's the Toowoomba Municipal Band. They've recently celebrated their 100th anniversary and they've marched in every Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers floral parade since it began. They are a traditional British-style brass band and welcome new members of all ages and talents, including beginners.
I love a bit of Wallace and Gromit music. Coming up now, we've got the Toowoomba Auto Club. It was formed at the same time as the Carnival back in 1950 after the enthusiasm within the city. And that was because the 1949 Australian Grand Prix was run at Leeburn. And for the next 15 years, a variety of motorsports events were conducted at various places around Toowoomba. They purchased their own land at Echo Valley, and they've got a motor racing circuit in South Toowoomba. And of course, the grounds are used extensively for motorsport until the mid-90s. Then we had motocross, and the car racing declined. But the Auto Club still thrives, and it's great to see them here today.
And just behind them we have Booper. It's fantastic to see the team from Booper Rangeville back and bringing the entire Booper bunch to join the fun at this year's Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers. This year the Booper bunch has been in a flower frenzy, spending many afternoons and weekends cutting, folding, gluing and painting items on their bus and wagons. Yeah, you can see that, the fruits of their labour, it's all paid off.
I love the way that we've got bubbles ahead of the Booper.
Yes.
Works really well.
I was trying to read there and I got hit with a face full of bubbles.
Of course, there's lots of events happening through the next couple of weekends. The Paw Patrol is happening on Sunday morning. You can register and take part of the competition if you want to, or you can just turn up, dress your pet. You know they love it and you love it too. Great fun. We've got Dancing Stars Toowoomba here now, and they're all about sharing the love and fun of dance. Now, the students are aged from 2 up and enjoy creative and exciting hip-hop, jazz, acro dance and cheer sport classes. Dancing Stars are out in the community, performing at local events and raising thousands of dollars for charity, including the Toowoomba Hospital Foundation. They've got dancers travelling to Hawaii next year to represent Australia in the Global Games in 2026. And if you want to know more about it, you can check out their Facebook and Instagram pages.
And here comes a big pig for People's First Bank. Powered by Heritage Bank, leading their pedal-powered parade is their mascot Priscilla the pig, joined by the very energetic People First Bank team and their families. People First Bank was created in 2023 through the merger of Heritage Bank and People's Choice Credit Union. Of course, Heritage had its origins here in Toowoomba and has been an important part of the community since 1875. That means that People First Bank this year celebrates an incredible 150 years of helping people. Of course, there'll be plenty to see and do after the parade today. Be sure to head to Frogs Hollow and embrace the carnival spirit with Sideshow Alley. I actually spoke to the fellow who runs the Ferris wheel down there in Frogs Hollow at the moment.
Frogs Hollow?
So that's the bit down at the base of Queen's Park. So
right,
you'll see it where all the carnival rides are. You essentially
Fantastic.
can't miss it.
And there's lots of entertainment in the park and at Laurel Bank Park too. They've got Twilight in the park at Queen's Park Botanic Garden from 5:30 on Fridays and Saturdays. You can check all of that out on the council website. Coming up now, we've got the Living Grace Church sharing their love of Jesus and singing their way through the streets for their 4th year in the Grand Central Floral Parade. Combining with the Victory Life Church float this year, they're sharing a 70s themed frenzy. And they're Living Grace and Victory Life are two of a number of regional churches that form Christian events in Toowoomba. Now, I want to know, did you have those 70s outfits in the cupboard, or have you created them specially for the event?
I think a couple of those are genuinely authentic.
I think they are. I think I might have a few in my cupboard. Love a bit of flower power. And this is the 9th year Victory Life Toowoomba, Church with a Purpose, is being in the Grand Central Parade. You have to commend all the people who are walking in the parade. I hope the road's not too slippery and they're walking carefully. And here we've got Victory Life Toowoomba. Give them a big round of applause. A church with a purpose. This is their 9th year of being in the Grand Central Floral Parade. And they've been working with the Living Grace Church. And they're also bringing in the frenzy of the 70s and looking back and echoing a cry that was evident back then. A cry for peace, something we all want. And they've got the beautiful angels on their float and a fantastic 70s outfit.
I don't even think that's a wig. That's natural hair back there.
Now, you know, I was in a carnival parade once when I was a young girl.
Were you really?
Yes, I was.
On the ABC float?
This was long before the ABC. But yeah, we had lots of fun. I was on a big truck that was all festooned with flowers and a transport company around town. So it's great fun to be in the parade and everybody's so happy. It's such a great day. And of course, Carnival then was just, 1 week. We had the parade and then nighttime entertainment, and that was it. So it's fantastic that it's evolved into a month-long festival.
It sure is. And now here's Domino's Netball Club. They're Toowoomba's longest running netball club and is going from strength to strength. Domino's has 295 registered players in Toowoomba, of which 254 play in the Saturday competition and 41 play in the Wednesday night comp. Domino's pride themselves on being an inclusive and welcoming club to all skill sets and currently have players ranging from 6 years old to 44. The club's comprised of not only players but coaches, assistant coaches, umpires, volunteers, parents and of course the Domino's Netball Committee.
And I can't encourage people enough to go and visit the gardens that are open, the gorgeous prize-winning gardens around the city. I did the weather last night from a garden in Zoe Court in Centenary Heights, belonging to Bruce and Cherie Shaw. It's their first time that they have entered the competition and they won the Encouragement Award, which is sponsored by the ABC, and it's named in honour of Rod Hultgren, who I'm sure many of you would know was the gardening guru on the radio here in Toowoomba for many, many years. And they just love gardening. They've been loving chatting to people, talking about plants and what they've been doing. And their garden is only 2 years old and they won a prize. So I think they really wanted people to know that it doesn't have to be really hard to get a great garden. You can do something in a short period of time and you can do something for yourself. They were never planning to enter, but they thought, why not? And now they've won a wonderful prize.
And I have to say as well, I went out to the regional grand champion, Narelle Hurst, who's out there in Wairema. If your car is fueled up, make sure you get out there today because her garden is just incredible inside Wairema there. It's hidden by a hedge, but once you get behind the hedge, it's amazing. Well worth the drive.
Fantastic. So this is the Hare Krishna Bhakti Centre from the Gold Coast who've come to visit us here at the Carnival of Flowers for 2025. They're very happy to be participating this year. The Hare Krishna Chariot for Peace, Community and Cultural Diversity is a replica of the ancient Jagannath touring chariot from Orissa in Eastern India. They've been participating in the parade for 10 years now, so it's a great commitment, and all those beautiful flowers on the chariot.
And here comes a float close to everybody's heart, the Queensland Country Women's Association Darling Downs Division. The Queensland Country Women's Association has been a proud part of the Darling Downs community for over a century, and in 2025 are proud to be part of the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers Grand Central Floral Parade. This year they're bringing floral frenzy to the parade with giant flowers moving along with the rhythm of the parade, a field of smaller flowers at the front of the float, and a cheeky dragonflies dancing among the bright marigolds and dianthus.
Well done, Dianthus, that's the one.
I got it. Their chosen colours of pink, yellow and orange reflect the bright colours of spring.
And I think this is an opportunity for me to say we have just a few copies left of the Jenny Woodward weather calendar, which supports the CWA. So get online and buy a copy because we've nearly sold out. And now we're here to welcome the Warwick Thistle Pipe Band. They are a true community gem. They bring together pipers and drummers ranging from 8 to over 80. So it is a vibrant display of intergenerational talent, passion and pride. Now they've just come off the plane from a spectacular international tour. They went to Glasgow, where else would you go? The heartland of piping. And they performed at the renowned Piping Live Festival. So it's fantastic that they're able to join us here at the parade. Let's have a listen.
And here's Bolton Clark, West Haven Residential Aged Care. Established in 1997, Bolton Clark West Haven has a long-standing connection as part of the Toowoomba community with a proud tradition of care and support from some of our most vulnerable across retirement living, residential aged care and home and community services. And then right after them is the Toowoomba State High School. They've been part of our community for over 100 years with a strong tradition of excellence in the arts. Please welcome students from Lofty's Performing Arts Academy. They represent the artists of our future. Their connection to their school, community, and with their talents on stage allow them to be creative powerhouses. Toowoomba State High School is creating stars for our future. And here is Life Flight. Everyone needs saving sometimes, and that's why Life Flight work tirelessly to serve communities in their greatest moments of need. With a fleet of medically equipped helicopters and jets, Life Flight provides rapid and advanced care across Queensland. It's not just their aircraft that sets them apart, it's their people, a dedicated team of world-class medical professionals, engineers, aviation experts and administrators who make their life-saving missions possible.
Coming into the parade for the second time in 2025 is Tony's Community Op Shop. I do love an op shop. It's at 232 North Street, Rockville, and they offer free and low-cost, high-quality goods and foods, helping to reduce the burden of the increased cost of living in Toowoomba and the surround. They've also got pots of colour on sale this week, and of course all profits go back into Tony's Community Kitchen, ensuring its ability to assist people in need in Toowoomba and the Downs.
And here's Dance Central Toowoomba. They're a local dance studio that's located on 3 Taylor Street. For 24 years, Dance Central has nurtured a strong family atmosphere and grown to become the largest studio in the region. They strive to provide a happy and caring environment in which the students can learn a broad range of dance skills. Classes are offered in Ready Set Dance and Ready Set Ballet, Ready Set Acro, classical ballet, jazz, tap, contemporary, hip-hop, acro and musical theatre for all ages and abilities.
Coming up now I think we all know that the Scouts are the largest youth organisation in the world. They've got 40 million members globally. That's just a staggering statistic. Here in Australia, 50,000 young people are part of the movement, and around the Downs, about 700. There are 20 Scout groups in the Toowoomba region offering outdoor adventures, leadership training and life skills for young people aged 5 to 26. Scouting's been co-ed since 1971, with girls and boys participating equally in all aspects of the program. And as always, the Scouts are here to help. And you're going to see them throughout the carnival. They're helping with car parking, marching in the parade and supporting wherever needed. Bubbles are a big thing this year and I love them. Nothing like bubbles. That's some big ones coming out there. They're regular volunteers at major community events like the Australia Day picnic at Picnic Point, the Anzac Day ceremonies, Clean Up Australia and the Toowoomba Show. So if you see a Scout, give them a wave, a high five and thank them for the great work that they do.
And you can hear them coming behind the Scouts is the Queensland Irish Association Pipe Band. They're a social band of pipers and drummers from a range of backgrounds and levels of experience. The band plays under the leadership of Pipe Major Bruce Grice and wears the ancient Urquhart tartan as part of their iconic green uniform.
This is the right weather for Highland piping, isn't it?
It feels right.
It does
feels
feel right. It feels a little Scottish. Oh, they're Irish. I suppose Irish does as well.
That's right, Celts of all sorts.
Yes, that's right. Coming up now, we've got the Toowoomba Sikh community. Gurdwara, Sahib, all in Drayton, a peaceful sanctuary where Sikh faiths blossom in harmony and devotion. And they invite you on a colourful journey to Punjab, a land of 5 rivers in northern India, known for its golden fields, its joyful spirit and rich traditions. Spring in Punjab is celebrated with Basant, a festival of renewal. Mustard flowers bloom, kites soar and villagers dance to the beat of the dole. Families join together to enjoy Sasan Dada Sang and also Maki Di Roti, sharing joy and togetherness. I'd like to try that. That sounds delicious. A vibrant community.
And here is J.E. Dance House. J.E. Dance House is a boutique dance school located in the heart of Toowoomba, offering classes for children from 2 years of age in classical ballet, jazz, tap, contemporary Irish, hip-hop, musical theatre and acrobatic dance. J.E. Dance House is fully qualified, family-oriented studio where every student is nurtured to be the best dancer they can be.
Coming up now, we've got the Farlandafa Association of Australia Queensland branch, and they're delighted to be part of the Grand Central Floral Parade. They've been doing this since 1999. It's also known as Falun Gong, a peaceful mind-body cultivation practice rooted in the universal principles of truthfulness, compassion and forbearance. It's in over 100 countries around the world, helping countless people improve their health, reduce stress and find spiritual fulfillment. They've got a wonderful large lotus flower and the Chinese drum dance, a rhythmic high-energy performance that brings the festival to life.
And here's Magenta Community Services. Magenta's been operating since 2013, starting with one participant in Lismore, New South Wales. Now they support over 600 people spread throughout Toowoomba, Gladstone, Tamworth, Warwick, Stanthorpe, and even South Australia. Magenta's 4 main values are keeping its people at the heart of everything it does, an organisation made up of professionals who lead with heart. They're an active part of the local community, and the team embraces creative thinking and innovation. Magenta offers exceptional care and support in NDIS disability support services and plan management. They support coordination and aged care home care packages. Magenta Community Services is founded from a fierce love and determination of a mother's heart. Director Johnny's beautiful daughter Emily was born in 1992 with major health complications and was diagnosed with a disability. Emily tragically passed away in 1996, leaving behind a legacy that became the foundation of Magenta Community Services.
Now we have the Apex Club of Toowoomba. Apex began in 1931 and they have clubs all across Australia, and they raise millions of dollars for many causes including flying doctors, autism, craniofacial surgery, disadvantaged children and families affected by cancer. The club in Toowoomba is particularly active. They have a strong membership and focus on supporting local needs and assisting various communities in Toowoomba. So great work from the Apex Club here in Toowoomba.
And now here's the Toowoomba Malayali community. The Malayali community of Toowoomba proudly joins this year's Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers, bringing with us colours, flavours and traditions of Kerala, the lush southern state of India, often known as God's own country. In Toowoomba, the Malayali community has been steadily growing and contributing to the region's multicultural spirit. They come together not only to preserve their traditions, but also share them with their neighbours. By taking part in the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers, they are delighted to showcase the harmony between Kerala's floral heritage and Toowoomba's own beautiful gardens. For them, flowers symbolise unity, beauty and celebration, the same values that strengthen our community here.
And a big thank you to our gnomes riding their bikes with their pot plants. And here we have the University of the Third Age in Toowoomba. No exams, I like the sound of that. It's a local community organisation that's been run by volunteers for 35 years. They offer 140 classes and activities each week in term time, and lots of different topics: music, history, languages, swimming, pickleball. Wow, that's become popular, and walking and birding. The Flower Power Float is a hippie combi, covered in flowers, made by members Barbara and members of the sew and share and knitting and crochet classes. So if you want to find out more about it, just check out their website and you'll find interesting topics to find out more about.
And here comes that hippie combi now. And also don't miss E.T. with the aliens that were walking in front as well.
Yes.
There's all sorts going on.
Here they are. I don't think they'll be wanting to get their guitars wet, but they're working hard there. This is the University of the Third Age. Hello there. Give them a wave. Hello.
Lots of flower power on display there.
Absolutely. And there's obviously exercise classes. They're doing a fabulous job there. It's quite a long walk and I'm impressed. They're going well so far.
Those would be weighed down by the water as well.
I think so.
Even the speaker has some flowers on it. That's brilliant.
It's wonderful to see all the colour and movement in the parade. It really adds to the joy of the day. And I'm so impressed. They're working so hard on these slippery streets. Well done. Give them a big round of applause.
And here comes River 949. River 949 is proud to be part of the 2025 Grand Central Floral Parade with their official station car, a family site travelling right across, a familiar site I should say, a family-friendly familiar site, travelling right across the region. Just like their car, River 949 is always on the road with our community, keeping locals connected with what's happening in their own backyard. In 2025, River celebrates 35 years as the #1 station in our community, a milestone made possible by the incredible support of their listeners and local partners.
Now we have the unmissable Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers Jaku, proudly provided by Peter Roberts Car Sales. And of course we've got Tony's Community Kitchen coming through as well.
Check out the size of that float.
And all those beautiful flowers, snapdragons I see, diasporas, stocks, daisies, marigolds, juniors. And I think this is the Peter Roberts Car Sales route, and today Sherry Tigo, H Super Hybrid, combining space efficiency for the whole family. I think that's coming.
Yes, I think that's coming around the corner, right after our Carnival Jaku.
This is definitely the Jaku coming through. Look at those flowers, they look amazing.
It's been proudly provided by Peter Roberts Car Sales. Isn't she gorgeous? Sponsoring Toowoomba's largest and most well-known event, the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers, for many years, Peter Roberts Car Sales greatly values our local community, contributing regularly to charity bowls and golf events. Peter Roberts Car Sales provide local employment opportunities and, of course, a great range of Honda, Chery, Omoda, Jaku and quality used vehicles. And there's one of those cherries I mentioned.
Yes.
The Tygo 8. With a QR code on the back. Quick, get your phone out as it goes by.
And coming up now, the Honda Civic. It's the iconic Honda Civic, a number plate that's been part of the motoring history, a nameplate that is, that's been part of the motoring history for 53 years. And it's the winner of the 2025 Drive Car of the Year for Best Urban Car under 50k. It's 100% hybrid and 100% iconic.
Probably half of the people's here's first car was a Honda Civic, I bet.
I think so.
Doesn't look like a first car anymore. It looks very fancy.
And I think we're coming to the end of our parade here, Dan. We've got the Honda Civic just driving through now. And then another car from Peter Roberts, great sponsors of the Carnival of Flowers Parade, the Omoda 9. And some of our Carnival dignitaries hopping into the Civic there. They'll ride along at the end of the parade.
I just saw the Premier run out and into one of those cars there as well.
Yes, I think the plan to walk has been changed to ride along, as it's such a damp day. But we've had a fantastic time here at the Grand Central Carnival of Flowers Parade. Remember, there's lots of activities happening at Grand Central this afternoon and all through the school holidays. Or if you want to head down to Frogs Hollow, that's a new name for me, down in Queen's Park, and see all of the fantastic rides, and no doubt there'll be lots of food as well. And I believe lots of the floats sell off their flowers for pretty good rates, and all the money goes to charity. So if you're looking for something to colour up your garden, that's the place to go. Thank you so much to all of the participants in the parade. Thanks to everyone for coming along and watching. We know it hasn't been the easiest watched in the rain, but we have been well rewarded because it's been a fantastic parade again this year. Thanks, Dan. Lovely to chat with you. And thanks to the Carnival of Flowers and Grand Central for making us welcome again here in 2025. It's wonderful to be part of the Carnival tradition.
Yeah, thanks for coming back again, Jenny.
Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.